Hello everyone, good morning to all of you. Student, myself Gopal Srivastav, I am your science teacher and I will teach you biology section in your science subject. Student, in the your previous classes I have already discussed about the chapter number 2 microorganism and virus, friend and foe. Till today, in your previous class, I have already discussed about the harmful microorganism and useful microorganism. In your previous class, I have already discussed about the harmful microorganism. What is the food poisoning? What are the symptoms of food poisoning? And what is the prevention of the food poisoning? And the last topic of the previous class is the food preservation. I hope you are all read point by points the food preparation methods which are given in your book. Okay, student? I hope 100%. Preservation makes the food used for a longer period of time. Food can be preserved by physically or as well as chemically. So there are various uses by heating, by canning, by pasteurization method, by vacuum packing, by dehydration method, and by using salt and sugar. So there are various methods by which we can prevent the food from getting spoiled. And what is the food preservation advantage of food preservation? So many advantages, because it decreases the food spoilage. It decreases the rate of the food spoiling, and it then increase the shortage period. Means the perishable foods materials, and ensure the availability of off season. Student, off season, when suppose in this month we are not getting different kinds of food such as the pea and cauliflower, cabbage, because these vegetables are generally available in the month of the November, December, okay, or January, February. And student, jams and jelly are very useful, which we use in the form of which is preserved in the salt and sugar. Pickles, which are prevented by using the salt. Salt, sugar, these are very useful for preserving the food, because they irrigate the water from the foods. Okay, student, and prevent the germination of the microbes. Today I will solve your some oral question after the completing of this topic, means food preservation, food poisoning, and student, what is the harmful microbes. So student, open your book, page number 38 and 39. What day today is? 22 July 2020, and subject science. In science, your biology section, I will teach you biology. Okay, class 7. Okay, student. I will also take the book because there are some oral questions are given in the page number 39. Oral QUES oral questions, page number 39. Okay student, question first. Ready? Take a pencil and eraser and try to solve the question answer in the textbook. Don't write any rough copy in the homework copy. Write only the in front of the sentence question. Name the toxin produced by Aspergillus. Aspergillus produce a toxin which causes the food poisoning. What is the toxin? Is aflatoxin. 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 Okay, student. Second, how can bacteria and toxins present in stale food be destroyed? So, student, by heating them, by boiling them, we can kill the bacteria which are present in the stale food. By heating the food by heating the food for at least how many? Food for at 100 degrees centigrade for few minutes. That 100 to 110 degrees centigrade, you can kill the bacteria present in the stale food. Name 3 foods items which can be prevented by salt and sugar. Salt and sugar generally used in the jam, jelly, pickles. Write down chutney. 3 examples: pickles, jam, jelly, CHUTENY. So many examples you can write down. Fourth, name any 2 common preservatives which are used in kitchen. Okay, there are very factories which is used the 2 chemicals generally, sodium benzoate and potassium metabisulfate. Sodium benzoate and POTA, potassium bisulfate. So potassium which is used in generally in the bottles, food, jams, chutney and pickles for the longer use of time. Okay student. Fifth, write one advantage of food preservation. It decreases the food wastage. Last, it it decreases the food wastage. Write down with the pencil. Don't use the pen. Okay, student? Now, I am going to start the last point of this chapter, that is the nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation. You know student, nitrogen fixation cycle is very important cycle by which the free nitrogen are converted into the nitrogenous compound because the free nitrogens cannot be synthesized by the all living organism. First, they are absorbed by the plants, and we are ultimately depend upon the plants. So we are all getting the proteinous products from the plants and plants parts. We cannot take the direct protein from the atmosphere. Okay, student. So there is a typical process in the nitrogen cycle. Okay, student. So student, write down the last point, nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation generally done by the two step, by the two process. One is the artificial, and second is the natural. First all we are going about the what is the natural process by which atmospheric nitrogen can be converted on the nitrogenous compound which are taken by the food for their growth, and after the decaying of the plants they are then converted into the ammonium form, then in the nitrates form, which are released in the atmosphere also. Means first of all we use the atmospheric nitrogen and then release it on the atmosphere. This cycle is known as the nitrogen cycle. In nitrogen cycle means take in the nitrogen and take out the nitrogen in the atmosphere. This make the balance of nitrogen in the nature. Okay, student. So in the natural fixation, student, you know the symbiotic bacteria which are found in the all leguminous plants, because leguminous plants have the root nodules. That is bacteria called rhizobium, rhizobium. Rhizobium bacteria that live in the root nodules of the leguminous plants like all the pulses, gram, pea, arhar and moong, okay, linseed, so many pulses that have the root nodules. So the rhizobium fix the atmospheric nitrogen to the nitrogenous compound which are taken by the plants for their growth and formation of the amino acids and protein. Okay, student. And second is by the natural form by the lightning, lightning and thunder, thunder, by lightning and thunder methods. Student, by electric discharge during the rainy season, you know, lightning and sound of the light, and by release by the electric discharge in the atmosphere, nitrogen and oxygen combine to form nitric acid. Okay, student. When this nitric acid mixed with the rainwater, okay, form the nitric acid HNO3, nitric acid. Okay, student, which are which are converted into the nitrates after the various steps. Nitrates in the soil, which are taken by the plants, plants as food for plant growth. Okay, student. So there are two methods: nitrogen natural fixation and artificial fixation. Okay, student. By electric discharge, by electric discharge, and second is artificial method. You know, student, when the soil are infertile, we are use the various nitrogenous compound which are made by the man-made in the factories and industries. Suppose ammonia, nitric acid, and ammonium phosphate, which is very useful for the formation of plant in the growth of the plants. Okay, so these are the given to the plant by the artificial method. Suppose we use the urea, ammonium phosphate, potash, okay, calcium for the fertility of the soil. Okay, these are the artificial. Student, draw the diagram of the nitrogen cycle. Very easy. Draw with me in your rough copy. Nitrogen fixation. Atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, atmospheric nitrogen. First of all, they are fixed by the symbiotic bacteria. SYMBIO, symbiotic bacteria. Symbiotic bacteria fix the free nitrogen. Free nitrogen. Okay, free nitrogen into the nitrogen compound. Okay, student, free nitrogen into the nitrogenous compound. Okay, these nitrogenous compounds are taken by the plant. Food for plant. Okay, this means the food plant. These the plants are making their protein. Plants protein. Okay, student. When these plants are dead by the various process, suppose the natural process or the any artificial process, they are decay of plants. Means decay. When they are decay, plants, they converted into the they are converted into the ammonium salts. AMMONI, ammonium salts in soil. Okay, then ammonium salts are converted into the nitrates. By a bacteria which is called the nitrosyphine bacteria. Nitrosyphine bacteria. Nitrosomonas, that is called, example is Nitrosomonas, which convert the ammonium into the nitrates in the soil. These nitrates are then converted into the nitrates in soil. Nitrates in soil. By which bacteria they convert the nitrates to the nitrites in the soil, which is, student, open the page number 34. nitrites, nitrites. Nitrites is converted into the nitrates. Okay, student, by the nitrifying bacteria. Nitrifying bacteria. Okay, student. No, student, there are two processes by which plant fix the atmospheric nitrogen: lightning and thunder. Lightning by electric discharge. In electric discharge, the oxygen and nitrogen release in the electric discharge. You know, nitrogen are already present in our atmosphere. What is the volume of the nitrogen in the atmosphere? That is 78%. Total volume of the atmosphere. 78% nitrogen are present in the atmosphere. Rain plus water mix with the nitrogen and oxygen form the nitrates in the soil, which are directly taken by the plant for food. Taken by plants direct for food. Okay, student? These nitrates in the soil directly taken by the plants for making the protein. Okay? These nitrates again go to the free nitrogen formed in the atmosphere by a bacteria. This is called denitrifying bacteria. Denitrifying bacteria. Okay, student? So there are two processes. Okay, by fix atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrogenous compound by the artificial process. By two process in the natural, means the electric discharge and the symbiotic bacteria. Okay, student? So this is the life cycle. When the plants, okay, food for animals. When plants food for animals. When these plant protein used by plants, animal protein make the animal proteins, because all living organism cannot make the direct protein from the atmosphere. Okay? When they are dead and decayed, they are direct converted into the ammonium salt in the soil by decaying. So this is the nitrogen cycle. Okay? Symbiotic bacteria fix free nitrogen in the form of nitrogenous compound, which are taken by the plants. When they are dead and decay, they converted into ammonium salts. Ammonium salts are converted into nitrites, because nitrites did not taken by the plants. Only nitrates form are taken by the plants and nitrogenous compound by the bacteria. Nitrifying bacteria convert into nitrites. Nitrites converted into nitrates by the bacteria, nitrifying bacteria, and these nitrates again released in the atmosphere by the bacteria, that is called denitrifying bacteria. Okay, this nitrates directly taken by the plants as plant protein for the formation of their food. Okay, so draw the diagram that is also given in your book. So please cooperate for the online classes. I hope you are all understood by today's online classes. Okay, student. Now I will discuss some oral question at the end of your chapter. No, student, what is the oral question? Please open the book, page number 41. I am going to rub this. very important cycle from class 8 to the in higher classes. Continuously you can read when you are taking the biology subject. Okay, student. Oral question page number 41. Oral question page number 41. Question number 1. Name the bacteria present in the nodules of the roots of the leguminous plant. You know, student, rhizobium. Rhizobium. Rhizobium bacteria. Second, how do the living organism meets the nitrogen requirement? How all living beings meet their protein from the plants? From plants. Third, which bacteria decompose nitrates? Which bacteria decompose the nitrates in the soil into the free nitrogen? It is denitrifying bacteria. Denitrifying bacteria released in the atmosphere. 4. Which two gases react during lightning to form nitric acid through many steps? Nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen and oxygen which are present in the atmosphere, which make the nitric acid. Name the phenomena that disturb nitrogen cycle. Name the phenomena that disturb nitrogen cycle. You know, student, who disturb the nitrogen cycle? Student, human being. That disturbs the nitrogen cycle. Because when we not give the nitrogenous compound such as the urea, ammonium phosphate, ammonium cyanide in the soil cannot replenish their nutrients. Okay, student. And student, which is the non-leguminous plants which are also responsible for the fixing of the nitrogen, means atmospheric nitrogen. That is called alums and ginkgo alums and GIN ginkgo non-leguminous plant. Non-leguminous plant which are ginkgo and alums fix the nitrogen. Okay. So the constant flow of nitrogen in the atmosphere through the fixation of denitrification is described as nitrogen cycle. So this is the end of your today's topic. I hope you are all read at your home and write down the homework. Read nitrogen cycle and draw diagram. Okay. Draw the nitrogen cycle in nature. Draw nitrogen cycle in nature. Okay, student? And in your next class I will discuss about some question answer, so try to solve yourself the all exercise in the rough copy. Okay, thank you to all of you. Have a good day. Thank you once again.